Hey guys, it's Erica here with the Childcare Directors Chair podcast. We are here live at the CDA conference. We have had so many educators, so many folks who are supporting the CDA folks in the field. Today I have one of those lovely ladies at the mic. I'm going to give her a little chance to talk about herself. Now, bear in mind, this is our very first podcast, so we're super excited that we're the first podcast that you've ever been on, but we probably won't be the last because the podcasting is very addicting and it's very fun. So the folks that listen to our show are primarily childcare directors or leaders or folks who are helping build teams. So you support in your role. Talk a little bit about your role and why you feel it's so important to help folks get connected with the CDA process.
Sure, thank you. In my role, I am creating CDA programming for high school career technical and education students. So in the high school setting, we are developing the CDA within the school day for the career technical education program. So students will come to us for 2 hours a day, and we have 2 years to guide them, support them, and lead them through the CDA process.
I love that. So my daughter, Haley, who's 27 now, she went to a charter school and they had something called World of Work, where she was able to get some of her school credits in working in early childhood education. They did not wrap it up into a CDA, I wish they had, but her mama was on her. So she's had a CDA not once, but twice. But yeah, I think that's a great place to start. We talk about all these other careers, and I think it's important to talk about early childhood education as a viable career for somebody who loves working with children, is passionate about education. So, what would you say, because you're feeling new, what are you most excited about right now?
I'm just so excited about the students to be able to, number one, recognize early childhood education as their passion. In our programming, for example, they apply to be in our CDA program. And so these students have said, I want to do this. This is what I want to dedicate myself and my career to. So I'm so excited that we have young folks that are making that decision, entering the field.
We need them.
And yes, and that they have this opportunity to earn a credential that they can then use as their stacking credentials, one step at a time. First step, to lead on to bigger and better things. And so that's what I'm most excited about, is to guide the next generation of early childhood education leaders.
Yeah, I'd be excited about that too. What would you say your biggest piece of advice is to childcare directors who maybe haven't invested in having their staff be part of a CDA program?
Piece of advice for directors. Let's see. There's so many wonderful things going on out there, but for them to take a look and really, let's see. Well, that's a tough one.
Well, I think you might have mentioned it. Like, no, you just said, take a look and see. Look at the resources that are available. There's more resources available now than there has ever been, right? You can send your staff to a CDA program for nothing. It doesn't cost your program anything, doesn't cost them anything. Same thing with an associate, like,
okay.
Or close to. It depends on your state.
It just hit me. To develop, to professionally develop, to invest in the staff, for example, to appreciate them, staff appreciation, and then just, developing them, allowing them to continue to learn new things. So that they can, continue to stay inspired.
Yes.
Having, employees that, and staff that are inspired and that enjoy working with the children, and that they can build their toolbox. So that they can continue to develop. I think that's what's most important.
Yeah. For me as a childcare owner, I feel that, we always talk a lot about growing the children, developing the children. For me, one of my passions is developing my staff. And I just had 7 girls get their CDA in less than 6 months.
Oh, wow.
2 were renewals. The other were new. They had been in the field a while. And I said, you have all this PD. What are you doing? Let's wrap this thing up already, honey. And how proud they felt. Some of them were, I say older, not older than me, but late 30s, early 40s. And they're like, wow, thank you for really pushing me to see this in myself. And they felt so proud, So I think that, to me, that's just something that I'm proud of, that we really value at our
Absolutely.
school, you know?
Yes.
What has been your most exciting or fun thing so far at the conference? Besides me, of course.
Yes.
And you being on
So
your first
exciting.
podcast.
So exciting.
You'll
and so
never
fun.
forget. You'll never forget
Yes.
that.
I just enjoy being with so many amazing young and early childhood educators.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
to feel the energy, to be
Yes.
inspired, to learn all of these new things, to be able to, you know, take back to our home environments.
Yeah.
It's just so nice to be able to network, get so many new ideas, so that we can wrestle with those and take them back.
Yeah. You know what, too? I think you hit something on the head for me. Being around these new folks who are coming in the field, very excited. I had my CDA not once but twice a long, long time ago, and it feels so nice, like looking at them and saying, "Oh my God!" Like that journey. You see that journey
Yes.
in yourself, and you know all the great things that are to come for those folks. And I do think too, we're in a world now where there's so many multi-generational workplaces now, right?
Yes.
And we don't just learn from the top down. We learn from the bottom up as well. And so being able to recognize that these new staff coming in have valid, amazing things to share.
Absolutely.
And we need to be open to it.
And the energy.
Yes. And the energy. All right. So before I let you out the chair, she's like, let me out. Is there anything that I didn't ask you that you'd like to share with the audience?
The value of the CDA credential. It's, you know, an amazing place to start with our early childhood educators. And I hope that everyone can see the value in it, use it as a stepping stone to continue to learn and to move forward.
Yeah. You know, I would say so many people use that word today, stepping stones. And so many people use that as, and a lot of them were educators like you and I who just really can just reflect on when we started and just know that wonderful path. So thank you for being
Of course. Thank you for having me.
such a good sport. Tell folks what they're listening to. They're listening to
The Childcare Director's Chair.
See you guys later, live from Florida.
Bye.